Greetings and welcome to Pivot and Prosper Strategies and Support for Women Changing Careers, where I discuss how to navigate career changes and provide strategies and support for women who have experience in the workforce and really are looking to transition into a new career. I'm your host, Diane Woods, and it is really important to me to be able to assist you in your career change and to make that transition easy as possible. Now, I do invite you to follow us and share the podcast with your family and friends, and also visit our website where you can check out our additional resources as well. Now, let's get to today's podcast. Today's podcast, we're going to be talking about 10 strategies for a work-life balance. Now, let's just get right into it. We're going to start out by talking about setting clear boundaries. Now, what you want to do what do I mean by setting clear boundaries? Well, you need to clearly define work hours and personal time to maintain a balance between your professional and your personal life. It's very critical for us to be able to set those boundaries. Most of us maybe are empty nesters now, we're changing careers, but you still need to not have that work all the time, at home, at night, during the night, type of attitude. You're going to have to set clear boundaries within yourself in order to maintain a balance in your lifestyle. The next priority is to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself to ensure that you have regular self-care activities like exercise and relaxation and hobbies. My favorite hobby is to sing. I sing with Sweet Adelines, and we are very competitive. So that's one of the things that I enjoy doing to recharge and reduce. When we go to rehearsal, we're there just to sing. So you want to make sure you're doing something to take care of yourself, something that is your very own, where you're not necessarily sharing it maybe with your spouse or your kids, something that you can do. The next thing is effective time management. We all know about time management as we have prioritized our life, our tasks, but these things can be overwhelming at times. And what I mean overwhelming is that we set too many unrealistic goals for ourselves, and then when we don't meet those goals, we become very discouraged and disappointed. So make sure that you are not only doing effective time management, but not filling all of your time with everything every second of the day. Next, to communicate openly. You want to communicate with your employer, your colleagues, your family about commitments that you have. You need to learn how to say no. Many times we just want to be helpful to people. We want to just be a blessing to them. But we have to manage our own expectations as well as giving communication to others so that they can understand what our expectations are on both fronts, on the family side, on the employer side, on the side where you are committing to something to do. The next thing is to delegate responsibilities if you can. Delegate tasks at work or at home whenever possible. Get someone to help you with the dishes, the laundry, doing those type of tasks. If you're home alone or you don't have that, you can always farm it out, as we used to say back in the day. You can also have a laundry pickup or something to that effect. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone in your home that you're delegating the task to. You can delegate the task to someone on the outside. Even your house cleaning, delegate that task to a company or someone that can come in to do your housekeeping, your cooking. Treat yourself sometimes. Delegate the responsibilities and not take it all on for yourself. Next is quality over quantity. You want to make sure that you're doing quality work. Slow down, take your time. Make sure that your personal interactions are genuine and not try to do everything all at once. And that will lead to a more meaningful experiences in your lifestyle. And as I mentioned before, you need to learn how to say no. Be selective in taking on additional responsibilities and tasks. Many times we'll join an organization or a club and then they'll say, oh, you have this skill. Can you do this? And then you find out after you've accepted the position that you really don't have the time or the wherewithal or even the emotional time to get it done or to function well in that position. So you're going to have to think about it. Don't just jump in and say yes at the first invitation. Go home, think about it, think about your schedule and your day, and also make sure that there's something that you can fit in without overwhelming yourself with other tasks as well. Next is to utilize technology wisely. Utilize not just being online all the time, but make sure that you're using your technology to the best of your ability in your work options and your flexibility and your ability to communicate. Not always texting, maybe just a phone call now and then. And better integrate your work, what you're doing, into that, like a personal scheduler where you can pull the app up and schedule your day and time, and then you can actually realistically see, can I get this done in 2 hours or 3 hours? And you basically will know the answer when you put that down. So sometimes I'll go into my schedule and I'll say, okay, between 8 and 10 I'm going to do this, and then it ends up between 8 and 11 or 8 and noon. So now I'm being unrealistic with my own schedule, and then everything else that I had planned for the day has to be adjusted, falls behind, or gets kicked off the schedule or moved to the next day. So that's what I mean by make sure that you're utilizing your timing, your scheduling, and integrating your different apps that you have on your phone or on your tablet. Use those wisely. And finally, you want to do a continuous reflection. And what I mean by that is to regularly reflect on your work and your life balance. What do you need to take off? What do I need to remove from my schedule at this time? Have I taken on too much? I need to communicate that with someone. Is my family being overwhelming? I need to communicate that, or too demanding, because you might be the single family person, or they feel like you don't have all the responsibilities because you're changing careers, or you're home alone, or your children are all grown and out of the house. But make sure that you're reflecting on that balance. Is it working for you, not for someone else, but for you? Adjust your strategies and the things that you need to do to make sure that you are the priority in your life and in your career transitions. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast today. And if you like, you can watch us also on our YouTube channel as well. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and you have a great one.